Just as a quick recap, a sociolect is a specific variation of a language that is used by members of a specific social class. So a sociolect identifies members of that social class. This concept of sociolect is really important when we're looking at certain cultures and maybe not so important in other cultures. So we can categorize cultures in many different ways, but one of the ways that we can distinguish one culture from another is in terms of how stratified it is. So if a culture is very stratified or very hierarchical, it has a lot of difference between people in the very high classes and people in the lower classes. If a society is flatter, then there's less of a difference in terms of power and prestige and everything between people in the higher social classes and people in the lower social classes. This is a really important concept to remember because when it comes to sociolects, cultures that are very hierarchical and they've got a lot of distance between people in the higher social classes and the lower social classes, that's where we really see the power that goes with different sociolects. So people at the very top of a society or that culture will have a very distinct sociolect because they want to be differentiated but from the people below them. In a flatter society, sociolects still exist, but there's not a huge amount of difference among the different sociolects. So it's not really clear that someone's either in the highest social class or the lowest social class. So this is really important when it comes to sociolects. In some societies, you'll see very distinct and very prestigious sociolects. In other societies that tend to be flatter, less hierarchical, your sociolects won't be as distinct and there will actually be fewer of them, and the prestige difference among the sociolects is almost irrelevant.